Good morning and welcome to the Daily Gratitude Session. I am Shad Didi Laser. Today is a new day, and this is the opportunity to strive for the best version of ourselves, myself, yourself, and for that, I am thankful. And my hope and my intent is through this daily gratitude process that you will find additional things to be thankful for and to appreciate in your life's journey. Thank you to Spectra Soul Second Chance for the intro mix for today. And our topic of the day is how to take control of your day immediately upon waking up. And this is very important, especially if you struggle with, let's say, financial stress, especially, or you have stress from relationships, whether it's an argument with someone your best friend, or someone you love, or a family member as well. Thank you for tuning in, Will. So this is important. How to take control of your day as soon as you wake up is part of it. Is just getting control of your state, as well as reframing can be another powerful strategy. But I'll give you a few tips. I'll also give you a few technology tips and resources that you can use and benefit from. So going to first discuss the help tip of today. I feel that in our path as entrepreneurs and creators and dream chasers, that there's many schools of thought in terms of work hard, work hard, work hard, but our bodies often break down in that chase to be great. And it's important to keep your health as far as the overall balance of what you're chasing after. Make sure your health is a priority. So in any of my broadcasts from this day forward, I'm going to give you a health tip. So continuing on with the previous video, the maca root. So your greater health tip of the day is brought to you by the maca root. Now, maca root's scientific name is Lepidium meyeni, Meyeni, and it is a Peruvian superfood that grows primarily in high altitude conditions in South America. You will typically find the maca root available in powder form, which is the result of it being grounded down. It's also found in capsule form as well, and the links in the description provide you the access to buy either in powder form and in capsule form. I have both in my home. Something that I use daily is something that provides several natural benefits for both men and women. So I'm going to share with you a few additional great benefits of the maca root. So number one is hormonal balance. So if you're struggling with, let's say, anxiety, stress, the onset of depression. I don't like to minimize depression because once you get in deep, a plant or root is only part of a strategy to come up from that. But if the onset of depression or regular mood swings, which can be caused by the food you consume, the maca root has been shown to be a great partner in regulating those feelings. Sometimes we can go through mood swings and stress and anxiety, and it could be 100% lifestyle and diet related. So it's important to keep an eye on what you're eating and what you're consuming. One thing that has helped me, and I actually did this for a diet program that helped me lose 50 pounds, was writing down my meals each day. So since 2010, I've been writing down my meals, for better or worse. Some weeks are better than others. And that helps me to be aware. Even the cheat days, even the junk food, if I'm at a conference, I'm writing down what I'm eating. If I'm at an amusement park, I'm writing down what I'm eating at some point during the day. And that helps to find okay, if I'm going through, well, this is weird. I'm having these feelings or I'm having these mood swings, and I can look at what I'm eating and pinpoint, well, wait a minute, you're eating something that is high in sugar or whatever the case may be, or something that I don't commonly eat. And that often is directly linked to behavior. So keep that in mind as a strategy. I do have a template that I can share with you if you comment. I want the diet journal in the comments here on this live stream. So I'll provide that to you free of charge. So the back to the maca root in terms of regulating the feelings of anxiety, stress, onset of depression, and also mood swings. So to get a little bit deeper into it, reasons for this is that the maca root is known to strengthen the hypothalamus and pituitary glands, and the phytonutrients contained in maca balances the endocrine system. So you can look up phytonutrients. You can look up the pituitary gland. You can look up what the endocrine system is so that you have the complete thought and complete understanding, and we'll move forward. So as we covered, the maca root provides hormonal balance, but there's other benefits. Physical and mental energy boosts for peak performance athletes. Now, if you're what I call a lay person, meaning you work out maybe once a week, maybe twice a week, the maca root provides a boost of energy, and studies have shown and reports have shown from people who have taken the maca root that they receive an increase in energy within days of beginning to take the maca root. So you'll find results right away. It's also known to naturally increase your stamina and your endurance levels. Now, with the peak athletes, when you use the maca root in conjunction with a prescribed workout plan, meaning you don't just go lift weights on Monday and then next month you work out again, but if you actually have a prescribed workout plan, it is a great aid in maintaining muscle mass, which is great, of course, for certain sports, or let's say bodybuilding, powerlifting, you name it. Finally, maca root is a great cure for chronic fatigue. So this happens all the time, especially if you work a desk job where you are always on a computer. If you find that you're tired all the time, which can be diet related, or your levels may be off. Again, I mentioned that some of the things you may eat could be the catalyst for that. Maca root can help boost your energy naturally. Now, I personally had to realize that there's only so much 5-hour energy that a man can consume. At one point, a friend of mine actually bought me a case of 5-hour energy for my birthday. That's how much 5-hour energy that I used to consume years ago. And as I started to look into natural energy sources and clean up my diet, it's something that 5-hour energy in particular is something that I rarely will consume. I mean, maybe once every 2 months if I'm, let's say, on a long road trip, or just something where I being alert is a life or death consequence in terms of, okay, if I'm on the road, I need to be alert. So that's important. So I have my struggles with energy and being alert, and it's something that I had to clean up. So the maca root is great for that. So now we're going to transition into how to gain immediate control of your day upon waking up. So the challenge, there's two main challenges that come with gaining immediate control of your day. And the challenge here is that when you're dealing with circumstances, and we talk a lot about circumstances in these videos, circumstances are powerful. Let's say the rent is due and your cash flow is low, or your clients are late with payments, or you experienced a bad argument with a loved one, or relationship ended your partner wanted to see other people, or maybe it's just me, and you had to, in the situation, the immediate reaction is to jump into anxiety, fear, worry, and stress as long and as soon as you leave that dreamlike state and hop into the real world. So there's this period of time when you wake up, when you're still in a dream world and everything's fine, and then reality hits you and the real world starts like, oh, my bills are due and I'm not working, or my bills are due and I'm getting paid late, especially if you're self-employed or an entrepreneur, or I had to pay the gas and electric bill, and circumstances start to pile on to you. And as soon as you leave that dreamlike state, the real world kicks in. And so that's challenge number one with taking immediate control of your day upon waking up. Number two, distractions. What is the first thing that we all do when we wake up? I'll give you a moment to think about that. The first thing that we all do when we wake up. That's right. We reach for our phones. We may check our messages. We may view social media. We may look at our missed calls and or voicemail. So those are the two immediate challenges with taking control of your day. Is that number one, circumstances hit us as soon as we hop into reality from the dreamlike state. And number two, distractions. Our smartphones, what's going on social media, missed calls, voicemails, text messages. So let's go into how to gain immediate control. And what has worked for me, and I want you to try this as soon as you wake up tomorrow. The very first thing that I do is I give thanks for being able to wake up. I give thanks for the gift of life. I actually say it out loud. Thank you for the gift of life, because if I'm alert, if I'm aware, I'm alive. And so finding the ability to give thanks in the minutia of life, or the things that happen without me manually have to do it. Like I have to do push-ups. I have to walk. But, our generator, that our heart beating and breathing and just being able to take in oxygen, these are functions that we often minimize or forget about, but are just as important, because without those, we don't have the gift of life. So I start with giving thanks right away. As soon as I open my eyes, I jump right into it. And next, I immediately reach for and I ask myself, what am I thankful for? And immediately going into searching for those reasons right away. So, I'm thankful that I have the gift of life. I'm thankful that I'm able to breathe. I'm thankful that my eyesight is working. I'm thankful that I can hear. Thankful for the birds chirping. It can be the most ludicrous reason. In the grand scheme of things, it's all valuable, but give thanks right away. And I'll be honest, this is a practice that took time to develop, as the habit to reach for my smartphone is strong. It's strong. So, in review, I give thanks for being able to wake up. Next, I ask, what am I thankful for? And search for the reasons right away. I look around the room. Thankful for the TV. I try, in all honesty, to get away from the material and just focus on the things of deeper quality. I do give thanks for possessions if I'm drawing a blank, because gratitude, the attitude of gratitude in itself, is a muscle that needs to be developed. So that's important to keep in mind. So the whole idea in review is to train yourself to actively search for reasons to be grateful. And what happens if you get into this practice on a daily basis, when bad things or let's say events occur that we apply an emotional or negative meaning or connotation to, because there is no good or bad, it's just what we apply to it, you're able to reframe quickly because you're able to find the greater benefit, the seed of greater equivalent, or just, wait a minute, this is not so serious. I'm alive, and so I have the ability to improve. In so many cases, ladies and gentlemen, we apply self-worth to our events. So I'm late for a client meeting, and I start to immediately say, well, I'm always late, and I knew this was going to fail. My business is going to crumble and fall into the ocean. And you go down this negative path of just a downward spiral of negativity. So we're training our mind to search for what we're grateful for. So for those of you who are like me and have the strong habit of reaching for your smartphone, I'm going to give you some tips to use your smartphone as a tool to be a partner in this process of taking control of your day immediately. Number one, Simply Noise. Now, Simply Noise is a wonderful app. It's also a website, and it has one purpose. All it does is generate white noise. Google white noise when you have a chance, which is helpful for studying and concentrating. It cuts out background distractions and allows you to stay within your thoughts. I love this app. Download the app or just go to simplynoise.com. I say to use the app because when you're reaching for your smartphone, you can hit Simply Noise. It will allow you to concentrate and go back into giving thanks, and also asking yourself, what are you thankful for? Or who are you thankful for? Is another question that you can ask yourself. So also a second recommendation, YouTube has amazing playlists to boost your concentration. One of my favorite of all time, and something or a resource that I subscribe to every single day, can be found at using the search within YouTube. So go to youtube.com, and then within the search bar, enter rain falling on a tin roof. Again, that's rain falling on a tin roof. Rain is amazing for concentration. Rain has the power to change your entire day. I don't think many people realize that or are aware that when it's a rainy day, it also can change your mood. There's a lot of power in rain. And I've learned how to reframe the rain. And if you look on a lot of my videos, especially on Facebook and Instagram, you see some of the things that I do with rain in terms of gardening and or meditation. And it's interesting. You should look deeper into that. So rain falling on a tin roof is a 10-hour playlist of just rain falling on a tin roof. So if you need to hammer out that term paper, if you need to write those chapters for that first book of yours, rain falling on a tin roof. Trust me on this. YouTube.com. I use this for meditating. I did that this morning. Managed to crank out 8 minutes of meditation, and for driving as well. So again, these strategies that I've mentioned in terms of taking immediate control of your day, they keep anxiety at bay, and it allows me to control my day right away. So I'm going to go into the daily gratitude worksheet, and I want to point out that if you want to download or have access to the template that I'm going to go through, it's right here, full template. the 4 things I ask myself each day, and I've done this for 7 consecutive years, give or take a day or so where I may be busy or otherwise, but it's part of my daily process. It helps me a lot. If you want this template, you can go to bit.ly/daily gratitude 2017. bit.ly/daily gratitude 2017 2017. And you will not just get the template because it's deeper than that. What you'll receive is my breakdown of each key section, references from the all-time greats in terms of thought leaders and motivational speakers of why these areas are important, and also case studies and success stories of smart men and women just like you who have taken advantage of this particular template. And please, if you download the template and you start to have greater clarity, if you have a deeper abundance mindset and things just start going your way, please drop me a line and let me know. I love to share your story with my audience. So I'm going to share with you a few reasons that I'm grateful. And 5 people I'll discuss my ideas with, 5 reasons I'm abundant, and 5 reasons why today will be amazing. So a few reasons why I'm grateful. Number 1, I was able to complete 8 minutes of meditation. I'm grateful for access to experienced coaches and partnerships and friendships with fellow entrepreneurs. I'm grateful for martial arts as a stress reliever and also having access to a community of common camaraderie. I am grateful for an awesome team that helps me to operate a great company. I am grateful for a loving and supporting family that supports my ideas and dreams unconditionally. I am grateful for the ability to walk, talk, and breathe independently. I am grateful for being in better health today than I was at 21 years old. So this is important, especially for this particular section. The ability to walk, talk, and breathe independently is something that we often take for granted. And I just want to be more aware of what is going well with my health moving forward. And I'm starting, as I fill this out each day, to add more detail into why I'm grateful for it. And that helps as well to connect in a deeper way with the spirit of gratitude. It is a great practice to have. 5 people I will discuss my ideas with. Darren Mitchell, motivational speaker. Michelle Watkins, the energy healer. Genesis, the world's greatest graphic designer. Tom Stuhler, the owner of LaFontaine Blue. I always mispronounce that. Adil Imtiaz, the world's greatest virtual assistant and operations manager, and a company called VIP Kid, trying to get them to work some magic in my behalf with a new project. Tatiana from Cybrary, it's another one. Let me write that down. And the genius or the power behind this particular section is that it helps you to expand your social circle, number 1, by filling it with quality people, because you can discuss your ideas with friends. Everything doesn't have to be all business, but it allows you to raise the quality of the conversations that you're having with people. So discussing your ideas doesn't have to be, hey, here's the business proposal. It could be using active listening to provide value to another person. So this, I have 7 or 8 people. So it starts with 5, but as you fill this out each day, it becomes more and more and more. I think the highest that I reached was 15, but I've shared this template with very successful men and women, and they'll always say, 5 people to discuss your ideas with, you need to have 20. You need to make the people who fill this out come up with 20 each day. And one of the gentlemen on this list, Tom Stuhler, I've sat in his office before in my advisory work with him, and I've seen this man talk to or speak with or discuss his ideas with up to 42 people per day. And after 50 years in business, there's no surprise why he's successful. So it's very important. 5 reasons I'm abundant. I have practiced active listening with I'll leave the name out, active entrepreneur in her company reorganization and rebranding. I supported a fellow entrepreneur's live stream with encouragement and positive comments. Again, the ability to give is a form of abundance. It is not always related to money. Your support is a form of abundance. There are people who don't have the ability to give, and it's important to acknowledge that in your daily practice. Supported another fellow entrepreneur's live stream through positive comments and support. It taught Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fundamentals class and helped my students get to the next level in terms of certain questions that they had for promotions, which are on Thursday. And so helping someone along their journey, again, is a form of abundance. And I am delivering and facilitating a mastermind event this evening, which will help the attendees grow in their entrepreneurial practice and also their spiritual practice, because we meditate and we put each individual on the hot seat. So I gave you a few different examples of abundance that are not related to monetary, and that's very important. So 5 reasons why today will be amazing. And thank you, Miss Trish Beats and the great Chris Coleman, for leaving your comments. Now, 5 reasons today will be amazing. I have the group training with the base mastermind. I have training actually now with email list building. There's some interesting ideas that this gentleman is sharing, and I want to pick up a few details. Excellent weather today. I'm looking outside. The sun is shining. My plants are smiling. The opportunity to sharpen my goals and vision. Deeper connection with my audience through vehicles such as Facebook Live and Instagram Live, which is they're both playing simultaneously. And today is amazing because on this day, I am an entrepreneur, and for better or worse, I have full control over my success and building my legacy. That's amazing to me. So let me take a look at these comments before we wrap things up for the day. Thank you for viewing the video. First of all, Miss Trish Beats, the legendary Miss Trish Beats, Hall of Famer all the way in our Baltimore music community. Support her design projects as well, multi-talented. You can get your whole brand up and running from several standpoints. I'll be back to view the rest this evening. Great info is her comment. Now, Chris Coleman, he writes, it has been teaching me, meaning the daily gratitude worksheet process that we're discussing now, has been teaching me to set the intention, here's a good word, and calibrate my day to positivity and opportunity. That is well put. And thank you for your comment, the great Chris Coleman. Now, I am Shadidi Laser, and today we have covered how to take control of your day immediately upon waking up, which is very important if you face circumstances in the form of stress, bills, health issues, arguments, disagreements, discord, uh, dis-ease. It is very easy to fall into negative patterns as soon as you wake up. And we covered a few tech resources to help you in terms of the Simply Noise app. You can go to simplynoise.com or download the app on your smartphone. When I wake up, I ask myself, I say, I'm thankful for the gift of life. And then I ask myself what I'm thankful for. And we went in through the maca root in terms of the health tip of the day. In the description, there's links to buy maca root in powder format for your smoothies or your supplement shakes before you hit the gym, or capsule form if you don't have a blender or you just prefer you take a cocktail of vitamins in the morning. Different strokes for different folks. So maca root is a superfood found in the Peruvian high altitude climate, which is great for both men and women. And I'll cover additional benefits tomorrow. And then I went through my daily gratitude process and some of the answers that I've provided. So it's been a complete broadcast. I thank you so much for your time. Have a positive, productive, and powerful day. I'm Shadi Laser, over and out.